We'll like to welcome you to everything there is to know. This is our life, this is our time where the passport bros. We'll like to welcome you to everything there is to know. This is our life, this is our time where the passport bros. We'll like to welcome you to everything there is to know. This is our life, this is our time where the passport bros will like to welcome you to everything there is to know. This is our life, this is our time where the passport bro. Shoo. What's going on, brothers? What is going on? Happy Monday or happy Tuesday if you are tuning in from Europe. I'm your gracious host, Mr. International Passport, here with the legend himself, Mr. Theo, for yet another classic episode. First and foremost, if you can hear me loud and clear, please press the one in the live stream channel. Please press the one in the live stream chat. If you can hear me loud and clear, how is my audio? Theo, is my audio clean, crisp, and concise?
Yes, it is. I can hear you, no problem.
Fantastic, bro. Thank you very much for confirming. Theo, baseball clips, Zaka Yahoo. Give me a couple more ones in the live stream chat to make sure I'm good all across the board. Don't be shy. We're over 40 people already. Mike Lawrence in the building, the only one, John. Let's get to it. Awesome. So, brothers, as you know, welcome to another classic episode. I want to say first and foremost, thank you to all those that support the channel over the past couple of years. Your support is greatly appreciated. I welcome aboard the new people. I accept and embrace you with open arms. So, when you come in this live stream tonight, please like the video. Likes are very important. Hit the super chats, hit the PayPal donations, and of course, join the Patreon as well for intel into foreign women, whether she's Colombian, Japanese. We got it all on the Patreon. Cop the merch too, and book your IT consultations with me for IT guidance to get into IT. As you can see on the screen, okay, I am currently accepting new Python students, and the deadline to actually join my upcoming Python course is the 18th of February. So this Sunday, yeah, I got 6 more days, right, to book your spots. Okay, if you miss out, you miss out. So you got 6 more days. Book your spot. Go on the Patreon. Look for a tier called the Ultimate Python course, February 2024. Book your spot there, and I'll see you on the 25th of February when we have our first class where I teach you Python. Go and book your spot right now. All right, go and book it. Okay, I hope to teach you, brothers, Python in the foreseeable future. Now, let's get straight into it, brothers. So, we're here with Theo, and we shall be speaking about the new top 4 countries. And before I give a brief intro there, I want to go to Theo F for his intro to let you brothers know who he is, what he is. Is he an alien? Is he from outer space? Fire away, Theo.
I am an alien. That's right. I've been an alien my entire life. I'm not from this planet. I'm just wearing a costume the entire time. That makes sense. Yeah. Actually, I'm a robot alien. That's even more accurate. Yeah, robot alien. I'm Theo F. I've been a passport bro for a very long time. I've done over 20 years abroad in various countries: Russia, France, Japan. I've been to over 40 countries. So I speak 4 languages, and back in the United States right now, and then I'm going to be going back abroad, probably Ukraine again, because I have issues there to deal with. And I'm here with International Passport in order to discuss various Passport Bro related content coming from a Crimson Capsule point of view. IP teaches Python. I teach AWS, GCP, and Azure Cloud, along with the CISSP as well. So, yeah, we're here. We're trying to change people's lives, particularly Black men's lives, and trying to get Black men out of the country, working remote, and dating proper women, and having a good time and getting out of the West. So I'll go ahead and give it over to you, IP.
Great intro there, Mr. Theo F. So I'm International Passport. I have been before the passport bro terminology even came about, I've been on YouTube pushing out traveling, getting out the matrix for almost a decade now. All right, so I've been here from the very beginning, probably been one of the OG founders of this whole travel movement and IT, getting brothers out there. So welcome. Also an IT bro too, love IT, and I push out IT to brothers to remote work, break out the matrix, have a prosperous career, work in any country you want to. And that's why I'm teaching y'all brothers Python, and Theo teaches cloud AWS. Python, AWS, you are the ultimate IT bro anywhere around the world with that great skill set. So that's the intro there. Let's get straight into the meat of things. So the title of this live stream, brothers, is the new top 4 countries to replace Thailand, Colombia, DR, and Brazil. We know for a fact that these 4 countries are without a doubt the most popular countries in the passport bro space. I'd say in the black male space as well, the black male passport bro space. I'd say the passport bros is a black males movement, and these top 4 countries are very popular amongst brothers. However, okay, there are problems that have arisen, right, amongst these top 4 countries to the point where me and Theo discussed this, and brothers in my Discord have mentioned, shout out to Dark Ninja, that's my superstar mod, for suggestion that we need a new top 4 country or countries to replace Colombia, Brazil, Thailand, DR, etc., etc. Okay, so what's the problems with the current top 4 countries? Let's break it down. All right, let's start with uh Colombia, number one. Okay, over the past couple of weeks, numerous people have been deleted in Colombia. All right, we're seeing a huge tricking culture in Colombia because it's so cheap, right? To the point where women who are beautiful expect you to be tricking on them. All right, we're seeing the toxic American culture infiltrate Colombia in the nightclubs as well. A bunch of dudes throwing stacks at women, telling them to twerk, whatever, right? Pop that, whatever, for a bag. It is becoming a problem in Colombia, all right? But the main thing in Colombia is the deletion crisis there that is affecting many men, maybe passport bros, maybe not passport bros. Would you agree with that, Theo?
The way that I look at it is we're having a lower caliber of foreign man going to Colombia right now. So, as Andre would say, I can't be as aggressive as Andre is, but you're having a lot of pookies go to Colombia right now, and because of that, you're having different situations whereby, yeah, it's not good, and I would because of that, we're talking about a passport bro who has his act together. Of course, wouldn't want to go to Medellin or Cartagena so much. I would say Cali, Colombia, but may want to just go to someplace else, just because there's a few too many pookies that are going to Colombia. I have the same feeling with the DR. I don't even touch the DR. Basically, if it's north of Panama, don't touch it. And it's because there's just too many pookies. It's just too pookified. So that's my point of view on it. If it's too easy for a pookie to get there, you probably need to avoid it.
Facts. So that's the Colombia part. Tricking, obviously people getting drugged there, men getting drugged there in Colombia is quite a common thing now, which is a big problem. You're getting drugged by women there in Colombia, right? That's a big problem. And then we have, moving on to the DR. DR is ruined completely, like Theo said. I think there's no point in a serious passport bro taking DR seriously.
Okay.
Go there for weather, go there for vibes, but for women, I don't know about DR, right?
Mm.
Again, the similar problems in Colombia happening in DR. Okay, so what does that mean? The women in DR are westernized, right? They behave like American chicks. They want to speak like them. They want to dress like them, right? They have mimicked American chicks to an absolute T. We know that American chicks, a lot of them are just low value. That same low value attitude, that entitlement, the tricking as well, is happening big in DR. I'm hearing stories about DR that I can't believe it. I actually met a DR chick in Panama last year, bro. Okay. And I tried cold approaching her, speaking to her, and she gave me the meanest attitude ever. I said to her, "Hey, you look very nice." She's like, "What? Huh?" I was like, "What's going on here, bro?" Like her vibe was off. It was that American Keisha vibe, bro. Okay. Break down DR a bit further, Theo.
I say DR is off limits entirely, 100%. It's just not a place. If you're going to a place where it's like there's a communication of tricking going on, and there's a catering of that to Western men, oh, it's done. I just don't go there. It's over. So, as I'm concerned, that's just a big Las Vegas. So, I would say Cuba, yes, that's the place you can go to because they don't have that there. But Haiti, Jamaica, DR, no, no, man. So yeah, just the way that's just my personal point of view. I'm so negative on the DR. I pretty much won't even comment on it. It's just, it's not. It's beneath me as far as I'm concerned. Not worth my time.
Facts. So Colombia, DR, right? Suspicious vibes going on there, right? And these are two of the top four countries. The other country where there's a problem with, Theo, is Thailand. Thailand is the tricking is off the scale in Thailand. All right.
Mm.
Not only the tricking, brother, the problem with Thailand is that it has a huge, huge sex culture, right?
Mm.
I look at videos there. I look at what's going on out there, what the women that are wearing, what's actually going on there. I'm thinking, whoa, like it's just too out there. And we're trying to get away from that. If I'm being honest with you, we're trying to get away from, you know, these kind of women, right? That believe that um, all men want is SCX, and that's not the fact there. In Thailand, brother, it's everywhere. It's in your face, bro. And obviously, brothers, Pookies go there to Thailand. They trick. They act a fool. Several content creators have been acting a fool in Thailand. I see it. I ain't gonna get names. I ain't gonna say any names for you, right?
Mm.
But I'm seeing a whole bunch of debauchery in Thailand from certain people, and I'm thinking, how can you be with her based on what she's done or what you've seen? Like, break it down for us, Phil.
What I'll this is what I will say. There are quite a few international travelers who are going to Thailand for the wrong purposes, and it is creating a possible situation for a lot of people where the goal of having a family or of actually having an honest relationship is seen as false or laughable, when the reality is if that's what you really want to do, then maybe that's not good for you. So based upon that, yeah, you might want to be avoiding Thailand and then going to another country which is a little bit more family oriented. I'll put it that way.
Facts. So, and let me read the comment out here. IP trying to get away from that. Of course, bro. Like, I want to get away from this over actualization in the culture right now. You come to the UK, the women here, they dress half naked in the daytime, in the nighttime. I'm like, God damn, BITCH, cover yourself up, right? Like, and you go to Thailand, it's that times 100. It's a whole bunch of tricking, a whole bunch of selling box, a whole bunch of this, that. I don't want to be around that, bruv. Right? And Thailand is part of the culture there, right? A bunch of Pookie Ray Rays running through chicks, and and there's other stuff about Thailand that I just don't like at all. All right, so that's a problem there with Thailand. The last country there's a problem with is Brazil. Over to you first, Theo, as to problems that are pertaining to Brazil and how we need to replace it if possible.
I would say there's a possibility of it. Okay, how do I say this? There's a possibility of it also becoming Pookified. Of course, Brazil is its own country, really. I mean, it's huge. It's its own force. And they have their controls for that. But what we're looking at are guys increasingly going there for not necessarily the right intentions. And so, this may not necessarily be where you want to go to. Now, myself, of course, I'm going to set up base in Sao Paulo because I love Sao Paulo. But I'm an advanced traveler. I mean, I'm somebody who could actually sit there for a long period of time, and I know what I'm doing. A lot of guys don't. So if you're, well, I would say based upon that, I mean, especially some of the violence that you have in Rio, some of the people not understanding how to deal with women in Brazil. We're thinking like, hey, maybe you should go someplace else for a while until you actually know what's going on and you get a little bit more culture, a little bit more experience. Maybe Brazil shouldn't be your spot.
Great breakdown there, Theo. Couldn't have said it better myself. Pookified feminism is also growing there in Brazil. I feel like Brazil is pretty liberal, in my opinion. Maybe it's split 50-50, but the Brazilian carnival, the tattoos, what women are wearing, the raunchy, sensual dancing. I'm thinking, whoa, what's going on here? So problems with Brazil. It's a nice country, but it's not perfect, right? So these top 4 countries have been, in my opinion, they have been overwashed. Okay, it's like when you put like a brand new jeans in the washing machine, right? It's dark blue, it comes out light blue for you. So they've been ran through these countries, okay? And these countries have been the top countries for the past 10 years, 10, 15 years. But it's been boasting about Thailand, Brazil, Colombia, all right, and DR. I've been on this YouTube game for a long time. It's always been these countries that brothers have DM'd me about. Do you have intel on these countries? Now it's time for us to replace these countries with a new top 4. So the first country I'm proposing, that me and Theo are proposing to replace one of the top 4 countries, okay, is Vietnam. Okay, so Vietnam, right, based on the stream that the brother Ramel gave us last year, his time there, the cost of living, the woman there, the fact that you can find not only Vietnamese women, Theo, Japanese chicks out there, Korean chicks out there. It is also a conservative culture, and the women there are also checking for brothers, right? I think Vietnam it can be a candidate, brother, to be in the new top 4. Break it down for us, Theo. You agree or disagree?
Vietnam in many ways is a hidden gem just because so many people, due to the war and the history that we have with Vietnam, so many Westerners are reluctant to go there. But if you do go there and you engage with the locals, you will find a very hospitable environment, very nice people, and there's not going to be, you have to work with Vietnam. You can't just walk in. So it's a little bit, it's a higher barrier of entry. So there's least likely to have Pookies there. And because of that, you get a higher caliber of passport bro who actually goes there. So again, there's not going to be as many foreigners, particularly Westerners there. And the guys who do go there tend to be more educated, more to do, and more family oriented. So you're not going to have so much of a tricking culture there as well. So yeah, Vietnam is one of the good places, and I've been there before, loved it. I definitely recommend it for guys who are serious. And you have a job, you have stable cash flow, you have stable values, and you want to actually have a good time, but not necessarily running through chicks. Yeah, Vietnam's very good.
Why won't Pookie destroy Vietnam like Pookie has destroyed Thailand, since they're very close to each other?
Well, no, Pookie hasn't destroyed Thailand so much. It's more like the international. It's not okay. If we just remove Pookie, just you suck at the Japanese and Northern Europeans by themselves are creating a culture that is a little bit more like it's a little too hot, I would say, a little too red. It's kind of the same way that Kabukicho in Japan, in Tokyo. It's just that you have like a Kabukicho area. It's just way too big in Thailand. So, um, if you're talking about Vietnam, there's not that many guys over there. There's just not. There's not many Westerners over there, comparatively speaking. So it's more conducive for traditional values. So it's a good place. Plus, Vietnamese women tend to be amazing wives. So it is something to think about and consider.
Interesting there. So basically, we have an IT brother. Shout out to Ramel, UK brother, who's in IT now. A bit of a background context from Ramel, IT bro. He reached out to me, but a consultation with me, CV helping out with his CV. He got a job 2 months later in IT, and now he went to Thailand. So he went to Vietnam last year as a digital nomad, and he loved it.
Mhm.
The weather,
Yep.
the vibes, the food, cheap cost of living, and
Mm.
he put Vietnam on the map on the channel. Ramel put Vietnam on the map on the channel, brothers. So go and watch that live stream.
Mhm.
Vietnam can be a candidate to be in the new top 4. Okay, that's Vietnam there. Shout out to Ramel for that intel. Over to you, Theo. What's the other country that could be in the top 4?
Okay, so I would say the next one would be Costa Rica. Costa Rica tends to be, again, less internationalized, less feminist. Not a lot, even though it's right in the shadow of the United States. It really doesn't have the same degree of, I would say, debauchery that you would see from a lot of Americans being there. So it has again good climate, good food, very low cost of living, women who are nice, friendly. It's easy to get an apartment and good internet access for an extended period of time. So working remote from there is very good. Hospital medical care is actually exceptional as well. So that is a definite option. And it's unlikely that you're going to get a scopamine issue with Costa Rica. And most of the guys who are there are not trying to bring home chicks anyway in one night. And that's usually because you don't have the Pookies going there. So because of that, lack of Pookie interest, Costa Rica is yet another country we should be considering.
Interesting. And also on the woman part, bro. Diverse woman. You got baby, you know me, Theo. I love that peanut butter brown skin woman, long black hair. That's in abundance in Costa Rica. You got feminine Afro Latina black woman. I love my black woman. All right, they're in my top spot there. So if I want a beautiful black chick, I could find her in Colombia. All right. Then you got white women. So if you're into white women, I'm not into white women like that. Right, they're not my cup of tea at the moment. But if you're into white women and you want that Latin vibe, okay, with that white woman, that's also there in Costa Rica. So, and I've heard the women there are amazing, bro. So a couple years ago, we had lovely Costa Rican ladies on the channel. If you remember, Theo, I interviewed both of
Yep.
them, and one of them, she's called Taisha. Oh my goodness! Whew. I'll keep it. I'm gonna keep it on the topic stack. But brothers, go and check out my Costa Rica content. Right, interviews. that I've interviewed about brothers, women, it should be in the top 4. It should be in the new top 4. All right.
Mm,
It has got great vibes, right? And it's a hidden gem.
mm,
It's a hidden gem for you, you
mm.
know?
Yeah, I would also say if the internet access. So how many times have I been working, of course, here in the States, and I'm working with a guy who's actually sitting in Costa Rica, and his internet access is superb. So I just want to say that because if we're working remote, we got to have that good bandwidth. That's an issue, and Costa Rica has it. So guys, hats off to Costa Rica. It's someplace we should definitely be considering. Less likely to be Pookie fight as well. So good.
Awesome. So the next country that should be in the new top 4, in my opinion, should be Panama. Okay, I call Panama a country for passport bros with exquisite taste. Okay, Panama ain't for everyone, and that's why I like it. And I'll tell you why Panama is particularly a great replacement for Colombia. Number one, Panama is more expensive than Colombia. Therefore, Pookie ain't going to Panama, right? He just can't. It's the prices in Panama will send them back packing the next day back to the States or the UK. Number two, right? Panama has not only Panamanian women, not only Cuban women, not only Venezuelan women, but they also got Colombian women in Panama, right? So if you're missing Colombian chicks and you are scared about going to Colombia, about getting scoped, right? About getting robbed, head down to Panama because there's an abundance of Colombian chicks that are checking for brothers too. Number 3, Theo, okay, the safety. Panama is safe, right? Now, you've seen my Panama content. I was walking around at nighttime, camera out, getting content, interviewing people, going around the whole city, Panama City, and just having my camera out. And I felt very safe. No one stepped to me, no one mean mugged me, apart from very small amount of people, but they ain't do nothing. It was super safe there. All right. Um, Less likely for you to get scoped in Panama, right? Again, Panama's more high class. They're more bougie out there in Panama City, right? Very bougie. And the
Mm.
thing about Panama, because it's so bougie, you can meet millionaires there. You can meet IT professionals there, business people there. You can actually network, right? You can network with people. Break it down for us, Theo.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. Panama City in particular does remind me of Sao Paulo quite a lot in the idea that you can actually buy land there. You can buy a condo. You have the right of opening a bank account, those kinds of things. You can get a visa there. You can actually get the digital nomad visa, I believe, with Panama as well. And internet access is actually very good. So you do have a very thriving, good and positive expat community there. You don't have any kind of, well, I would say extreme poverty really isn't there. I mean, there are some places, but it's not like you would see in other countries, especially in South America. And you have a higher educated workforce, and where at the same time you don't have as much feminism, and the Pookies are rare, and you're not even really seeing that many Scandinavians there. So there are a few, but the Aussies and Scandinavians really are in Panama as well. So it's kind of like a hidden gem. It's like a good neighborhood in Sao Paulo. That's how I always thought about Panama City, and it's someplace that you guys should definitely be considering. So I would say, guys, think about it. Um, if Sao Paulo or Medellin or Bogota is not your cup of tea, then Panama City in particular might be where you want to be focused at. Again, decent infrastructure, safe streets, good internet access, lack of pookies, very family oriented, and a stable environment. Hey, you can't go wrong with Panama.
Facts, absolute facts. And let me just double down right on the internet connectivity there. I was out there in Panama. I was working IT out there in Panama. This is what I'm telling you, brothers. Get into IT. Book your consultations. Join my Python class right now if you're serious about being a passport, bro. I was working IT remotely in Panama. I was out there in the sun. I was sipping some nice, cool iced tea. Had my laptop out. Strong internet. Typing away. Looking around the environment. Seeing beautiful chicks around me. Right? You can't replace that, bruv. Right? You gotta be there to experience it. I put Panama on the map. Yeah, y'all stepped on Panama for a whole minute. Y'all was saying Colombia, Brazil. I'm like, yo, Panama up in this mofo too, bruv. All right.
Mm.
So Panama is a good spot. It's an amazing spot and should be in the new top 4. So the new top 4 so far is Panama, it is Costa Rica, and it is Vietnam. Mr. Theo, what's the last top 4 before we go into honorable mentions?
So this is where we a little bit diverge on it, because you like UAE, right? And think it should be something that we that you would definitely consider. I'm not so pro with UAE. I have kind of an kind of an ick factor with it. It's just emotional, but I can see your point that UAE would be a place to go to. I just personally speaking have an ick factor. But I think that other guys here should definitely consider it, because it is it has the infrastructure. Internet access is beyond wonderful. Working with IT, I mean, UAE has its own region with Azure, GCP, and AWS. I'm pretty sure there are if like roads are phenomenal, water is phenomenal. It has a lot of good stuff there. So hey, I'm just saying, it's a definitely good choice. It's just not something that I'm into. My last one personally is Guyana. The reason Guyana is it really doesn't have that much of an infrastructure. It doesn't have that much of an international presence. It has a good blending of cultures. The food is phenomenal. Good internet access. Very high family oriented. English speakers. It's an English colony. So a lot of English speakers there. And they got an irrationally large number of beautiful women. So for me personally, again, particularly considering the lack of pookies there, particularly no Aussies, no English pussies, pookies there, and also Scandinavians, not that many as well. I almost did a faux pas, right? I had to catch myself. There's not that many people there. I mean, it's good. It's it's not a dumpster. It's not an international dumpster, right? So I would say, hey, look, yeah, Guyana, go for it.
Interesting there, Theo. I don't have much intel on Guyana. I've not done an interview on Guyana. I'd love to do so in the future, but that is a really out the blue choice, Theo. Guyana. That's in the Caribbean or South America?
It's South America. It's between Brazil and Venezuela.
Interesting, brothers. Plus a one in the chat if you've been to Guyana before. Interesting, Theo. Have you been there yourself, Theo?
No, I've not. I've gotten guys who have given me very good intel on the place, and people whose parents have come from Guyana, and they give me a lot of information. I'm like, yeah, this sounds like a very good country to go to. This is something we should be definitely considering. Decent enough roads. I mean, I can ride my bike there, my Cannondale sufficiently there. So I would say, yeah, that Guyana should be a place we should be considering.
Interesting. And brother, feminine woman, wifey woman.
Lack of feminism.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And there's not that it's a lack of feminism, but I'd say decent enough like internet access. I mean, it's good. They're improving it. The land prices are ridiculously low. You can still own property, you can buy property, so that's good for our investments. And if you get married there, you get integrated to her family, so you actually get to have a family infrastructure, which is good. It's exactly what you want. And I do believe that there's even an Apple store there. So hey, if there's an Apple store, I got to check that out. Yeah.
Yeah, we might see Theo in the new Vision Pro.
VDR, right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So that's where we just have a divergent. I just have, again, I want to say this. I'm saying intellectually speaking, UAE guys, you guys should definitely consider it. I just have an ick factor with it personally, but I'm intelligent to know that yeah, it's a where you should go, and there's a lot of guys who like going there, so why not? It's just not my cup of tea.
So Theo, let me push back on the Guyana stuff, right? What about safety, brother?
It's fine.
And
You're
okay,
not,
it's
you're not,
safe.
it's like Panama. There, there's not gangs going around. They're not doing scuppamine. It's fine. Yeah, they don't have a history of like civil war going on or a drug issue. It's they got some Venezuelan refugees there as well. So hot babes coming across the border. Good. So yeah, that's definitely a definite possibility. But the big thing is a lack of Western Pookies. So we're talking lack of Germans coming over there screwing the country over, or Norwegians coming over and screwing the country over. That just there's not that influence. It's kind of a place. It's like a country is a small gem that few people are taking advantage of, and the infrastructure is I'd say decent enough. So why not? Very beautiful. Very the wildlife there is, and the countryside is beautiful. So I think you guys should check it out.
So looking at this here, brother, in the comments section, the
Mhm.
Indian population there has acted violently against the black population there at times. There's a huge Indian population in Guyana, bro. And we
Mhm.
know how Indian people feel towards black people. I say a huge amount of them just have some sort of animosity towards black people, and I don't get it.
Mhm.
And that's probably the same case in Guyana there, brother. So do we want to be amongst a huge Indian population that hates us, bro? Because I'm not getting that feeling.
No, no, no. I'd say Keith. You could have a worse time in the south side of Chicago than you could have in Guyana. So Keith here is talking fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So you got to stop that crap. You'll be just fine. There's, that's yeah. You get a good apartment. You're go talk with people. They're not going to be dealing. They're not going to do anything against you. You'll be just fine, bro.
Okay, interesting, interesting. All right, so brothers, if you have any questions, send your questions in the super chat or PayPal donation.
Mhm.
And we're gonna do some honorable mentions here, Sophia. Let's do four more honorable mentions here. I'll go first. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Japan. Okay,
Mm,
um, I think Japan isn't perfect, and I'm gonna be very objective here. The reason why Japan could be in the top four, okay, is again uh, right now, it's cheaper than America. The yen is very low, so
mm,
it's a great time to go there right now. Number two, great IT culture there
mm.
in Japan. Phenomenal IT culture and scene. If you're IT bro and passport bro. Number four, great infrastructure, strong internet, great subway system, probably one of the best in the world.
Yeah.
Um, Number five or four, the women, right? Women
Yeah.
there are infinitely better than Western women, but there are problems with the women there and Japanese culture. Japanese women are not perfect. Okay, let's keep it a stack. So once again, there is a Pookie. Pookie can't destroy Japan unless he's a military dude that obviously is right dealing with chicks around the base. That's I say I keep it a stack in that particular aspect
He
there.
can't really even pookie around the base. He can only do so much because if he's off the base and the police don't like him, the police can put him in jail. So there's some things he can do, but it just no, man. There's a lot of things he can't do. So we'd always hear stories about the Pookies getting out of hand and 20 or 30 Japanese police officers just coming together and teaching him a lesson about Japanese culture. And then he'd be in jail for about 20 days. So it was a really good story. So yeah, I just say there's a limitation of what Pookie can do. Plus, it's let's say the barrier entry for Pookie is very high. So you're not going to have too many like uneducated Australians coming over there or uneducated Canadians coming over there. Those are a few, but for the most part, they're not going to stay there for a long time. So I mean, if you're not devoted, you're probably not going to be able to deal with Japan. You're leaving. So my little 2 cents on it.
So just to delve deeper into Japan, right? So I know a lot of brothers like Japanese women. Yeah, some of them are great, but Japanese women are not perfect. Don't pedestalize them too much, right? Some of them do cheat. There is a huge cheating culture in Japan. I keep it a stack. There may be problems in the marriage with some of them where they don't put out. That could be a problem there. Some of them can be a bit sneaky, pretending. You never know what's happening with her. Is she cheating? So be very careful when dealing with Japanese chicks, right? Again, it's not a perfect utopia. It is better than the West, but don't go out there with starry eyes. Be on your P's and Q's and bet. Isn't that right, Theo?
Yeah, exactly. Definitely be careful about it. But for the most part, I would just say, in terms of growth, your personal growth in Japan will be phenomenal. I always say it is still to this day my number one culture in terms of influence. I still very, very highly influenced by the Japanese, and I will be for the rest of my life. So again, very wonderful culture. Guys, definitely consider it. But I'm not saying go there for a month. I'm talking like go there for 2, 3, 4 years. Get something out of it. Become a better person. The internet speeds are much faster than the West. So you will, if you leave Japan, you're gonna have an issue with internet. You'd be like, what's wrong with these undeveloped little barbarians that's in the West? What's wrong with them? Like, why is the internet so low? You got Shinkansen, you got amazing food, culture all over the place. Guys, you really should be checking out Japan. But maybe it's not necessarily someplace you want to go there long term. Me not want to buy property there. A lot of times, again, there's dilapidated properties that you could buy in Japan, sure, but a lot of them are very far away from an actual populated environment and places that are boring. So there's a reason why the houses are dilapidated. So keep your eyes out for it.
Okay, Sophia, over to you. What's your honorable mention?
For my next one, for me personally, I would say Slovakia. I really like Slovakia. I've been there before. I've had friends who are definitely there, and they like it a lot. It's the cost isn't ridiculously low. Internet speeds are high, and got a lot of Ukrainian refugees over there, so got a lot of babes walking down the street. Hey, look, can't really go wrong with Slovakia. So again, my little 2 cents on it. You can, from what I'm hearing, what I'm seeing over there, you can also own land there, and the cost are rather low. So why not? I have no problem with it. People saying that Eastern Europe is racist. What are you talking about, man? My first girlfriend was from Russia. The woman I'm with right now is from Ukraine. I mean, I can only win in dating in Russia and Ukraine. It's an easy place to date there. If you can't date in Russia and Ukraine, I'm like, what's wrong with you? The issue is you, not your skin color. They're educated from birth basically to not even look at race. So they, for the most part, they don't care. I definitely try it, guys.
Awesome. So 2 more honorable mentions here, right? One for me, one for Theo before we react. My next one is Germany. I think Germany is just the best country in Europe without a single doubt for, again, IT, right? I've been in
Mm.
Germany myself. I've seen the IT scene. The IT scene in Germany is incredible. The German women are amazing. Okay. You want a mixed race German chick, half black, half white. You want Afghanistan, you want Middle Eastern, you want Turkish, you want black. It's there in Germany, right? You can find a good German chick if you vet very well. Okay, and they're beautiful too. You've seen my German interviews, you've seen how beautiful they are. That's the caliber of woman that you can deal with in Germany. And guess what? They're all checking for brothers. Number three, okay? Um, Amazing infrastructure, great train
Mm.
system. Okay, I went around different cities, different spots in Germany. Easy, loved it. Number four. All right, safety. Safety is amazing there as well. I felt safe in Germany. I
Mm.
loved it. I've been there multiple times. I felt really safe. What I don't like about Germany is the food. Okay, German food itself is terrible, right? It's just it is not my cup of tea. So
Mm.
that's my only issue there, Germany, brother. The food and the weather. It can get really cold and it gets cold very early. So summertime is mostly from June to so from May to August. So it's a short summer in Germany. Rest of that is cold, and I don't like cold weather. That's why Germany is an honorable mention here because food and weather is stopping it from being the top spot in my opinion. Break it down first, Theo. What's your thoughts?
I definitely agree. Germany is a wonderful country. I've been there a few times, loved it every time I was there. Um, you are right about the food. I usually eat non-German food when I go there, or it's like a snack food. Like I like the sausages. Of course, when I was there before, I was definitely drinking a lot. So German beer with sausages, I had that quite a number of times. But I mean, I'm just straight out be honest. I mean, most of the time when I'm there, I'm eating Japanese, Italian, Greek, Turkish. That's the kind of food I'm eating in Germany. So I'm actually eating German food. Tax rate, I don't like that either. Don't it's just little taxes are a bit too high. But we're talking um tech scene. Wow, amazing. And you got intelligent people, good infrastructure, very progressive thinking. I got no problems with Germany in terms of that. So yeah, there's also the women really treat you well. So I think that's a really good alternative. I definitely agree with you, man.
Interesting there. Sophia, over to you for your last honorable mention.
My last one is Indonesia. I've been to Indonesia a few times myself. Been to Bali. I really like Indonesia, and it's again feminism. Forget it. That it's gonna die there. There's no way it goes far in that country. They have amazing food, really good infrastructure for internet, and it's very relaxing. They have a way of thinking about life in a different point of view. Indonesian women are extremely family oriented and really like they're not likely to, you know, like go home with you on the first night or even the 10th night. But they do enjoy if you treat them well. And we're not talking about money being spent on them. No, man, we're talking like just a basic meal, some noodles, and just sit there and talk. They're good conversationalists. Again, I've really enjoyed myself when I was there. So Indonesia is a consideration, I would say, for working remote, being a passport bro.
Amazing. Amazing, amazing. So then, really super chats before we start reacting to some content.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Dark Dissident for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you both for the support. Thank you so very much. Shout out to Mr. Stephen P for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you, bro. Support the channel, yes, brother. Support the channel, man. There should be a lot more super chats, a lot more PayPal donation, right? Support, man, because we're giving you value here, and we're giving you options, and we're giving you a way out the matrix, right? We don't have to teach you IT. We don't have to do that, brothers. But we are taking the time out to teach you IT, right? To get your skill set up so you can leave the matrix. So at the very least, support the channel. Theo, you need to leave Cannondale alone. Just join Team Specialized, LOL. What makes one an advanced traveler? Is that an inside joke? What does that
Okay,
mean?
so he's talking about Cannondale versus Specialized, which is for the cycling world. So I'm Team Cannondale. I will be Team Cannondale until I die. As far as I'm concerned, when I go to the grave, I'm bringing a Cannondale frame with me down there. So if archaeologists find my body in like 2,000 years, there will be a Cannondale in my grave right along with me. There's not Specialist. No, bro. I know what you're talking about. The fighting words. No, I'm Cannondale and Cannondale only. When I go to another country, if I'm going to go there for an extended period of time, there's usually a Cannondale with me. I can't live my life without Cannondale. I'm not in the country yet unless I have my Cannondale. I'm usually ride a Scalpel 29er or an Evo if I'm doing road racer. What makes one an advanced traveler? Advanced traveler is you actually speak the language. You're going for integration. Of course, you have people there you can contact. You have multiple places where you can stay. You have health insurance, for example. You have a backup plan. So, like, if you get COVID while you're abroad, or if you get the flu and you need some medical, you have that already taken care of. So you don't have to deal with it. You know how to bring your cash over there, and you bring your birth certificate. You have all the documents necessary in order to get another passport if you have to in an emergency. You know where your embassy is. You actually go there and register with the embassy while you're there. Those are just give you some of the examples. I would just say that the big one though is you actually speak the language and you're dealing with integration, not doing this touristy stuff. So I'll give you an example. I was 1 year in France. I never went to the Eiffel Tower. Why? It's boring, and most Parisians think that way. They like the Eiffel Tower, but it's boring. But I rode underneath the Eiffel Tower or around it all the time because it's a nice roadway. It's for cycling. I could ride that area very quickly, but I never went up it. Why? What am I going to do up there? It's all there's nothing up there. I don't care about going up there. So that's just to give an example. You're not doing those kind of touristy things. You're doing more native things, and you're going to places that where the natives go to, not where the tourists go to. That it tends to push you towards being an advanced traveler.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So great super chat there, Stephen. All right. If I have asked you to DM me on IG, please do so. All right. I'm interested in hearing about Peru, Turkey, Azerbaijan, Nepal. Send me a DM, man. Please. I mean, I want to know more about your time there. Please, that'd be greatly appreciated. Let's get you on the channel for an interview, please. Shout out to Mr. Sam Combo for the $499 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. I know a Thai chicken in Pattaya who wears basketball shorts and snapbacks. Wow. She's never set foot in America, but she's a Westernized. That's crazy, bruv. That is insane. Go on, bro.
Sam, culture goes abroad. So when I was in university, there were guys, American men, who like were nearly fluent in Japanese. They did anime all the time. They knew Japanese tea ceremony to a T. They had never been to Japan before. So if you have the media and you have the books and education, you can do that. That's fine. It's just a part of culture. That's all. You're gonna find Japanese anime culture and people who are nerdy like that in Colombia, Brazil. I'm sure in Antarctica they've got that kind of stuff as well. Culture travels. So, hey, people do salsa in Australia. Okay, they speak Spanish in Australia too. That's fine. It's just a part of mass media.
Awesome. Great super chat there, Sam. Shout out to Mr. Kid Chameleon for the $5 super chat. Kid Chameleon, thank you, bro, for the support. Thanks for the intro, dope show. Thank you, bro, for the kind comments. Much appreciated, bro. And shout out to Dark Ninja for recommending us to do the show. Appreciate you, bro, for the support. Awesome. Look at this. Shout out to Mr. Mitch Jackson for the $100 super chat. Mitch, thank you, bro, for the incredible donation, bro. I have just been Seeing that how much you've donated just now, validates the hard work, man. I've just been all day studying, preparing for the Python classes that I'll be teaching brothers in a couple weeks' time, doing my own stuff, the channel, equipment. It's tough, man. It really is tough trying to help brothers get into IT, dropping content, reaching out to people, again, intel for brothers, doing the show every week. It's very tiring, brothers. I don't sleep a lot. So when I see this donation, it makes me happy, man. Because it shows that I'm giving value. For someone to donate this means that I'm giving value, and I'm going to keep giving value because again, I love changing brothers' lives, man. Thank you, bro. I retire from DHX in 2026. Which countries would you advise me to retire to? Far away from Western culture and start a small business. You go there first, Theo.
And that's not something we can just answer so quick. Again, especially reflecting that you gave $100 super chat. So again, thank you very much for that. We need to know your values, and you have to start thinking about where do they have where do you have the legal right to incorporate if you want to start a small business. You have to think about it from that point of view. What languages do you speak? So we need to actually know more about who you are and what values you have before we can actually advise you about that. What's your family like? Like, what kind of women do you like? We need to know. So I would say is join International Passports Facebook group and get in contact with us there, get in contact with IP and myself, and maybe we can actually give you a proper consultation so that you can get a better idea of where to go.
Awesome. Thank you, bro. Much appreciated, Mitch, for the support. So Peter says here, how old are the guys who take your course? I'm 26 and planning on taking it. As long as you're 18 plus, as long as you're an adult, 18 plus, it's all good. You can be 50, 60, you can be 120 years old. I'll teach you, okay? Just be 18 plus, be an adult by law, okay? And that's cool, bro. All right. That's in class.
I don't know why they ask about the age stuff. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. You don't. I mean, who cares? It's tech. It's not like saying, okay, well, you're not the right age, so you can't use Chrome or Edge or Safari. Sorry, man, you can't do that. Oh, you're 24 years old, so you can't use an Xbox. I mean, there's no age restriction regarding tech. Just go do it.
Just go do it, bro. I'll see you in class, brother. I'll see you in class. All right. So let me check the PayPal for any donations there before we start reacting. Man, this has been a great live stream, brothers. You know what to do, man. Get your passport, get into IT, and visit the new Big Four and the honorable mentions too if you're interested in that. 2024 is going to be a fire. You've seen crypto, right? Bitcoin hit 50K, bruv. All right. 2024 is going to be a phenomenal year. And there'll be more crypto content coming. I'm working on that. I'm getting some incredible minds to drop crypto intel for you brothers. See what IP does for everyone, Theo. See what IP does for the community, Theo, right? See what Theo does for the community as well with these conference, the AWS he teaches. We're giving you value, man. We really are, bro. And we don't have to do it, right? If I was a selfish person, right, I could keep all that crypto intel for me, Theo, and a small group of brothers. Hell no, bruv. I will share as much valuable intel to change the lives of brothers. Okay, it it will warm my heart that if for some reason, right, you actually bought a crypto of my recommendation, or I'm not a financial advisor, but if we say look into this crypto, you invest in it, it makes you a millionaire. That will make me so proud, bro, that I changed your life. That's how I move, bro. That's how I was raised. That's how I move, right? And that's why I'm respected in this space. Okay, that's why I feel respected. We out here helping brothers. 5 years ago, 8 years ago, when I was on this channel, brothers know I was putting in work, man, giving that intel. Ain't that right, Theo?
Yeah, I mean, you've been doing this for a long time. Again, you gave us a good environment so we could actually come here and actually talk. So it's It's good. You're at least you're dedicated towards the Passport Bro movement. You've been doing it for a long period of time, and then you're outside of the American bubbles, which is actually very good. So we can talk about other topics, not just U.S. centric ones, but UK centric, European centric. So I think that's very good. We just need to kidnap you and get you abroad. Actually, not the guy we need to. It's the other guy.
Damswood.
Yes. He's the one we really need to kidnap. So I'm gonna like when I go to Ukraine, I'm gonna fly to London first. So I'm gonna go and take a taxi to central London. I'll probably stay in like international, intercontinental or something like that for a week, and then I'm gonna go find your friend and kidnap him, put him onto my carry-on, and then I'm gonna bring him over to Ukraine and then to Japan and to Thailand for a while. So yeah, that's what he that's what he needs. I'm gonna show him a good Blasian and he'll never come back to the UK. That'd be good.
Facts, bro. Shout out to Joshua for the
Joshua. Haven't seen him for a while.
For the $4 super chat. Appreciate you, Joshua. Go support the channel even from overseas. What country you at, Joshua? Let us know, bro. Counting down the days till I can rejoin the classes IP and Theo. Return of the Mac 2025. Return of the Mac. Return of the Mac. Yeah, brother. It's your return. It's your year, brother. Awesome. So well done there, bro. So one more super chat before we start reacting to some clips. Shout out to Mr. the only one John for the $10 super chat. Hello guys, I'm excited since I enrolled in the Python course. Awesome, bro. Looking forward to teaching you. Again, you're gonna have a network of brothers that you're gonna share intel, whether it's IT intel, crypto intel. Then again, I'm gonna be teaching you Python, right? Interactively, giving you the real life use cases. Okay, you're gonna have access to all the Patreon intel, right? Starting from February 25th, particularly the explicit X-rated raw intel about foreign women. When you hear how freaky Japanese chicks are, it's gonna shock you, bro. It's going to shock you completely, brothers. All right. Don't believe that cute fit. Oh, kawaii. In the bedroom, brothers, they're some freaks, but that's only on the Patreon. Even Arabic chicks are freaks. Women in Dubai, they freaky too. Women in flipping South Korea and China. The way they get down with brothers, only on the Patreon. I can't speak on the channel. It is too explicit. So I'm gonna give you that intel for free as well with the Patreon Python class package starting February 25th. The first class starts February 25th. I'm looking forward to teaching y'all. Let's get it cracking, man. So let's start reacting, Theo. Okay. So now the first one I want to react to, Theo, is it's going to be a bunch of clips, right? Okay. And actually, no. Before we do so, let's react to this one over here. The first one. Give me a second, brother. Present video file, and the folder is here. So, what's your thoughts on this video, Mr. Theo Waff? Okay.
Their ass off for like the last 3 or 4 years for like a college degree, and now you have a job that you hate and you still can't afford life and you're still fucking miserable and you can't pay any of your bills and you can't live in the house that you imagine, and you just feel lied to because you thought that if you just went to college and got a degree you'd be able to afford a house and like things that make you happy, but yet you're still barely can afford groceries or clothes or literally anything that makes you happy at all, and you had to spend the whole entire weekend in your bed because you literally don't have any money to go do anything other, like if you buy food you just can't have an entertainment budget. So I'm just wondering if anyone else is dealing with something like this or if it's just me, because this shit ain't it.
Break it down first, Theo. What's your thoughts on that clip, bro?
This is going to be the reality for an increasing number of Western women over the next 10 years as they have a life alone and as the prices in the West continue to rise. This is the way for many of these women. So I say they're strong and independent and they can figure this all out on their own. They're making their own salaries. They're they're doing their own thing, I think they'll be just fine. The passport bros, though, we're gonna be abroad, having none of these problems, and enjoying a great life, great health care access, and we're gonna be making families and having a great time. So, you do you, sister. You go, girl. Do it.
Let me ask this though, Theo, right? Don't you believe, right, the government will help these women out? The government, you know, the simping government. Won't they help out these women, Theo, in your opinion?
No. No. I mean, Labor will try, but the Tories aren't going to allow that. Same thing in the States. Conservatives aren't going to allow additional spending. They're going to stop that because they're going to call that resource transfer. So, no, they're not. And even if there is more money, the prices will just increase. Because the people who produce, the producers, will be like, oh, these people have more money. Okay, we'll just increase it. So it'll just be inflation. So, no, man, it's just going to be this kind of situation is going to increase. And I respect Western women, and I think you guys can handle that. You have no problem, sister. So whatever problem you're having right now, I'm sure you can figure that all out on your own. And I'll sit back and enjoy you and your glory. Enjoy it, sister. Go for it.
You know, Theo, I've always wondered, right? Like, what degrees do these women have, and are these women open to working a blue collar job? So let's break down the first part, right? The degrees, right? So obviously, liberal arts degrees, artistic degrees, they're not going to get you over the line like as opposed to a STEM degree, a law degree, a degree in medicine, whatever. But we know that these modern Western women, they'll just do what they love, right? They don't think about, you know, the career prospects you get from each degree. Is always, I just love it. It's my passion. Okay, cool. But if your passion is going to pay you 35K a year, as opposed to a degree, let's say in computer science, that could potentially pay you 150K a year, it's a no-brainer, right? But again, these women, they've been lied to, blah, 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 right? So I want to know what degree she has, right? Number two, Phil, I want to know that, let's say she's an office worker, right? She just does office work. And then there's a job advert that wants to hire a woman to increase women for DEI purposes, representation. And they say that we're looking for women to work as plumbers and electricians, and they will pay women 90K a year. But her current office job, Theo, is 30K a year. But do you believe that the average woman would leave an office job to be out there in the cold plumbing and being an electrician? They wouldn't do it, Theo.
Well, remember, they're more educated than we are, and they have more degrees. So how can us uneducated passport bros even talk about their high level of educational achievement? So we have really no clue. So we just have to sit back and have them explain what they're doing with their education and their careers and show us how it's actually done. So I'd say, sister, go ahead and go right on ahead and do that. We're sitting back here, and we want to see you and your success and your glory. Now, when it comes to doing plumbing, welding, working in sewers, butchers, things like this that, you know, keep the infrastructure going for the country. Again, you ladies have said anything a man can do, a woman can do better. So I definitely welcome you, and I want to see you do these other jobs, and I'm sure you'll do it better than we could ever possibly do it. So again, I'm just gonna sit back. You do you, girl. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your progress. We'll be in Panama with our six-figure jobs with hard currency over there, enjoying ourselves and having good food and doing great computer work, STEM work. But you know, something like that, finance, so doing crypto, things like that. But you'll be in the West, leading yourselves to the future. So enjoy it.
Damn.
Hats off to you, lady. Go ahead, go for it.
Damn. So next one to react to, Theo. So the next one's right will be a compilation of clips, right? We're gonna react to it last. It's a very interesting sentiment that women are.
The way I look at it, they're gonna die alone anyway, so might as well just step over to the side before they actually do that. Just go ahead. It's a slippery slope going straight to dying alone. So I don't want to get in your way. Go right for it, honey.
So now let's look at these clips. So there's 4 clips here. They're all one, but it's the same narrative, same story. So let's look at the first one, Theo. Then we're going to the second one, third one, the fourth one. I'll react to it. So here's the first one, Theo.
Again, y'all thought y'all was gonna finesse them girls out they draws and or they hand in marriage when they got a daddy, a uncle, a brother, and a cousin. Sir, now you've been finessed out your money and your life. I think this is hilarious, so much so that the government got to get involved, because 23 to 28 of you suckers was killed in the month of November alone. Hey, I think keep flying, passport bros. Fly over there to another country, because guess what? Your family can't sue their family. Your family can't get justice for you, because what's going to happen? We still ain't got justice for Shanquella Robinson. We still haven't got justice for her. And them people were Americans. You really think you're going to do something with a Colombian? Honestly, this made me laugh. This is what y'all get.
Wow.
25 of y'all was killed in Medellin, Colombia in 2023. And that was just in the month of November alone. This man, 59 years old. You could have lived another good few years. But no, you thought you was cute. You thought you was going to go over there and get you a young, submissive woman. You was talking to her uncle the whole time. That's what you get. I don't care. And I got no sympathy for you. Because when you thought you was going to finesse somebody, no. You got finessed. So much so, you ain't even breathing no more. I hope more you fly over them. I encourage passport bros, just like I encouraged y'all the first time, because I already knew. Women with daddies and uncles and brothers and cousins, yeah. They don't let that fly. Plus, I don't know how many times.
Wow. So that's the first one there, Theo. So we got women here that are, happy that passport bros are getting the lead in Colombia. And we're going to react to it because this is disgusting. But a couple more clips here, 3 more clips for you on the same narrative here. Wow. This is shocking, bruv. Right. So next one. Hold on.
All right.
Passport bros, those men of all races that were like, oh, American women, they're just too difficult. American women, they just won't listen. American women. So they got their passports and they were like, we can find docile and submissive women in other parts of the world. All we got to do is go out there and just tell them we're American, and, they'll swoon on us and they'll woo us. And passport bros are getting killed. They're going out, they're meeting strangers, they're getting killed. They're getting set up, they're getting killed. And on top of that, the men in those countries are tired of y'all looking at their women as just objects to on, because American women just won't let you anymore. There's a travel advisory out there now. Y'all be safe, gentlemen. Okay? They don't want you. We don't want you. Try doing better. Okay? It's not about the women being more submissive. It's about you actually giving them something to follow. Y'all be safe.
Okay, 2 more clips. Wow, women are rejoicing over passport bros getting the lead. Western women, they're brothers, they're showing their true colors, but we're going to react to it. Don't worry, it's coming. It's coming, bros. Right, so next one to react to.
Have been so quiet, but I just heard they're over there killing you guys left and right in Colombia. Y'all better learn how to take a woman out on a date here. And be nice.
Wow. So she's saying that stop traveling, start being nicest woman in America now. Whoa, one more time.
Passport bros have been so quiet, but I just heard they're over there killing you guys left and right in Colombia. Y'all better learn how to take a woman out on a date here. And be nice.
Okay, one more. Wow. True colors are showing, brothers. True colors are showing these women. Ooh, this isn't good for American chicks. This is disgusting, Theo. But one more clip. One more clip. Damn. One more clip. So last one here. This one.
At least about those passport bros making their way down to Colombia and getting. The United States had to put out a travel advisory to these dusties. Okay, a literal travel advisory to these dusties to not go and meet strangers in foreign countries on dating apps. And shout out to Sandra Rose, this blog that put out this article because it's an amazing read. So they state in the article, a growing number of men are traveling to foreign countries to meet submissive women who are less expensive and not too demanding. The term, you guys know, is passport bros, first appeared on TikTok, and it references men who use dating apps to hook up with women in other countries. It states below that authorities say that at least 25 passport bros were unalived in Medellin, Colombia in 2023, and 4 Americans were killed in Medellin in November alone. Now, Owens, a 59-year-old passport bro, was gunned down, robbed, and taken for his watch and gold chain, and then his family had to receive his body 2 weeks later in Chattanooga, Tennessee. The U.S. State Department helped the family out to cut through the red tape to bring his remains home. You guys have to understand, that's not what the State Department is for, but that is what the State Department will do. Now you can pause this to read the rest of these horror stories, including Johnny Jerome and Philip Mullins. Now again, the U.S. State Department is issuing a warning to avoid using dating apps to meet women in foreign countries, because you could otherwise get yourself. It's crazy. The State Department has to do this. It's a waste of tax dollars to have to warn people to not do this. But again, there's the warning.
Let me go ahead first, Theo, right? These women brothers have shown their true colors, right? There's a saying, right? When a person shows you who they truly are, take them as they truly are, right? That's who they are, okay? So in the past couple of weeks, unfortunately, a couple brothers have been deleted in Colombia unjustly. And Western women are celebrating on that fact. Do you know how evil and disgusting that is? They're smiling, they're happy. They're telling y'all better stay here and deal with American women instead of y'all traveling. They want to control y'all, right? They want to oppress y'all. They want you to be in the matrix, right? And if things go wrong for you, unfortunately, abroad, they will celebrate and make videos about it, smiling and laughing, brothers. This is who Western women truly are. This is why we get our passports. These women are thinking, right, why y'all traveling state women? Because y'all horrible. Y'all don't cook. Y'all ain't submissive. You know, y'all got high body counts. Y'all ain't virgins. You know, y'all don't look good. A lot of y'all got poor hygiene. We ain't dealing with that. And still, Theo, when we get freedom and unfortunately things happen when you go abroad in Colombia, brothers get deleted, unfortunately, Theo. Women are celebrating and being happy about it. Get your passports, man. Get your passport, brothers. They're showing you who they truly are, brothers. They don't want the best for y'all. They don't want the best for black men. This is sickening, Theo. Break it down for us, but I'm angry, bro. I might just throw my laptop on the wall right now, Theo. Damn.
Oh, I'm a bit more hardcore because again, I've been abroad for a long time and I have a specific way of looking at these women. So my answer is gonna be a little bit inspired by Andre from Andre and Andrea Love Crossing Borders. Look, what I'm seeing are a bunch of desperate Western women who want passport bros to return, and we're not returning ever. That's the way it is, and we want nothing to do with these Western women. Period. It's never going to happen. Let's look at the countries that have travel advisories against their citizens traveling to the United States. So some countries, for example, are New Zealand, Canada, Australia, the UK, France, Venezuela, and Uruguay. Also, I know I've read several times the Japanese government has travel advisories for their citizens going to the United States. They do not think that their citizens should go there whatsoever. Many times, just straight out keeping a stack. When my Japanese wife and I went to Baltimore, she thought that place was a crime-infested dunghill that was barbaric in nature, and she did not want to go back there at all ever. She could not believe what was the kind of, I can say, filth and rottenness that was actually there. If we're looking at if we're looking at deaths, the city of Chicago, 568 people killed in 2022. She's talking about 8 people in Colombia, 8 passport bros killed in Colombia, when there are over 1.7 million tourists yearly to Colombia. It's not even 1%. Obviously, these women are so educated they can't do math correctly. If the place where you're going to probably be deleted is going to be the United States, it has a very high level of violence. If you look at Baltimore, over 300 people died, homicides in the last year. Are they concerned about this? No. You have over 20,000 self-deletion related gun deaths in the United States yearly. Yeah, look, I would say the dangerous place is the United States. Not, if you go to a school, there's a possibility you get gunned down there. If you go to university, there's a possibility of you getting executed by somebody. I went to my elementary school. Couldn't believe it. I mean, back in the day, I just walk in. Now I have to go through a metal detector. That just, that's for first grade, right? They have to be worried about people coming in there. So, given that, and given the degree of divorce that these Western women enjoy doing, especially for resource transfer, yeah, I would definitely do Colombia versus what these women are doing. At least in Colombia, I can, if there's a wrongful divorce, I can sue her and protect myself. Whereas in the United States, she can go out and get a train ridden on her, turn around, said that I did something against her, take half of my assets, everybody will become sympathetic towards her, and she gets child support and spousal support, alimony for the rest of my life. That's not going to happen in Colombia. Now, with the people who were the passports who were deleted, they were deleted because of 2 factors. First, organized crime. They were actually targeted by organized crime. This wasn't a family issue. This is organized crime. And secondly, we have guys who are not taking proper precautions, and they're doing things that could get them drugged, like Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, those kind of people who allegedly are drugging men. Like, we have a lot of American women who are drugging men right now in the United States. You have this in Atlanta, you have this in New York, Chicago. Plenty of these types of women are drugging men and taking their materials out. And you can go to YouTube, you can find plenty of materials of that. So I would rather, at least if I'm going to get drugged, I'd rather be drugged by a beautiful woman instead of a water buffalo, as I'm seeing right here. Yeah, that would, at least I would go, well. I mean, I have a smile on my face with these water buffaloes. There's no way, man. I'd be like, yeah, that's just bad. Just a bad way of going. Guys, use your passport. Whatever these women say, just remember, when you go abroad, no one checking for these water buffaloes. Nobody cares. And they care about you. They care about your presence there. Women want to marry you. Women want to be with you. They're checking for you. They're not checking for water buffaloes. All right? So let them be. Whatever they say, we're not coming back. It's done. It's over. They just want your resources. That's it. They want you to stay alive in the West because you're in the matrix. You're a living financial battery for them to transfer resources to them. That's it. Do not do that. Do not deal with them. Do not engage them at all. If they talk, they're happy that 8 men got deleted. That's fine. Within the next, few years, there'll be 80 to 100 women, Western women like this, dying alone daily. Though their bodies will be bloated inside their apartments, and only because of the dogs scratching on the doors that people, and the stench, that people will know that they actually died alone. No one's going to be with them. So why would you even care what these future die alone corpses are going to say about you right now? Don't care about it, guys. Go get your passport. Go abroad.
Damn, Theo went in. So, do you know, all right? I think it just shows that men are. So it just shows that the Western dating culture is so bad right now, Theo. Western women are so horrible when it comes to dating that men are willing to risk their lives to go to Colombia to get a woman there. That says a lot about Western women than Colombian chicks, in my opinion. In fact, right, in my opinion, right, the passport bro movement shouldn't even exist. In fact, right, Theo, right, American women should be wholesome, English women should be wholesome, and every other Western country, but that's not the case, Theo. Unfortunately, that's life. All right. If American chicks were submissive, feminine, virgins, low body count, we would not need to travel. Ain't no point in me having a passport if American chicks were everything I wanted in a woman. Ain't that right, Theo? But they're not. They're horrible. I mean, not all. Sorry, not all, but some of them are, right? And unfortunately, it's and then that toxic culture spreads. So brothers are willing to risk their lives going to Colombia to date there, right? Knowing it's more dangerous in America, right, than date in America. That says a lot more about Western women than what's happening in Colombia. Ain't that right, Theo?
Yeah, exactly. It is saying quite a lot more about them than any other country. They're just what it's really showing is that these women have low self-confidence regarding these other countries. You don't see Japanese women worried about passport bros in Colombia, right? Because Japanese women know they can keep a man. They know what's necessary to do. You don't see Thai women worried about this stuff. No, because they got plenty of guys coming over for them. They're not worried about it. You don't see Brazilians worried about this. No, because they know, Brazilian women know they can take your man straight out if they want to, and that's exactly what they'll do. So, it's only these women like this, they're worried because their men are being taken. Oh, of course, they don't need passport bros. They rejected them. Yep. So, again, guys, they don't care about you. They're not trying to breed with you. They're not trying to make a family with you. They only want your resources. That's it. Particularly the older Western women. They only want your resources. Do not engage them. Do not entertain them. Do not talk with them. Go abroad. Have a wonderful life. Make a family. Do not bring them back to the West. And whatever these water buffaloes have got to say, it's none of your business. It's not your concern. Let them say whatever it is. It doesn't deal with your life. It has no impact on your life.
Facts, absolute facts, Theo. Now you've seen how they are, brothers. Get your passport and don't deal with these women. Okay, awesome, great breakdown there. So let's open up the phone lines and let's have a great discussion here, brothers, about the stream topic or a video from the or a clip from the or what we just reacted to. Okay, so shout out to Mr. Mr. Let me see, Mr. Alice MC for the $499 super chat. Joined your Feb 2024 Python class. Awesome, bro. I will see you in class on the 25th of February on a Sunday. Class will be every Sunday. There'll be a morning and there'll be an evening class. you go to one of them once per week. So if you're busy in the morning, go to the evening class. If you're busy in the evening, go to the morning class. It offers more flexibility. I'll see you in class, bro. Looking forward to teaching you, bro. Shout out to Mr. Kid Chameleon for the $2 super chat. AI will take their jobs too. Damn. What's your thoughts about that, Theo?
AI is going to take a lot of their jobs. Not taking our jobs because we're the ones making AI, so we're fine. But it's going to take a lot of their jobs, and we don't care. That's it. We just don't care. So remember, they are strong and independent. They're highly educated, so I'm sure they can figure it out. You go, girl. Enjoy it.
Shout out to Mr. Kid Chameleon for the $2 super chat. BW, sorry. BW Happy BM was deleted. Sounds about right. Awful, bro. Absolutely awful.
Yeah, but let's look at it the other way around. Passport bros don't care if Western women die alone. It's true. We don't. So it kind of equals itself out. We figure out our way, and those other women will figure out their way.
Facts, bro. Shout out to Mr. Nadine. These names are hard to say, brothers. FBNY guy 1677 for the $10 super chat. Hey, international passport. What's up, bro? My passport bro dads said to me that the lovely queens were arrested by the diplomatic security for destroying black men's passport in the mall, and arrests are coming. Brother, what? Can you post an article to that, please? What city did this happen in? Are you telling me that they're actually sabotaging passport board applications? That's illegal. What?
Yeah, I've heard some sources on this. I haven't seen the actual links for this, but I've heard this going around. So I definitely want to see links. So let's say this is alleged that this is going on, and if it's true, it's a federal offense in the United States. I don't know about the UK, but I'm sure you guys take that pretty seriously. So yeah, I mean that's in the States, it's automatic jail time. But again, wait, why would this be an issue? Because if poor black men are going abroad, no one should be really caring about destroying their passports, right? So why wouldn't you want the poor black men to go to another country? I mean, it sounds proper, right? Of course, all the crime will stop if the poor black men go someplace else. So why would anybody destroy our passports? Doesn't make sense, right?
Facts. Wow. This is insane. This is insane, brothers, man. They want to keep y'all in the matrix, man. They want to control y'all. They want to use y'all. It's a crazy world, brothers. Be careful.
Yeah. I'm starting. I gotta admit, I'm being a little bit more influenced by Andre right now because he's talking from the point of view that I would have talked when I was in Japan. And it's very much like I don't even care about what the West is doing. You guys are all messed up anyway. So I'm kind of going back to that point of view. I'm like, yeah, I don't care what the women are doing. Because why? I had all these Japanese women around me. I cared about Japanese women. I didn't care about Western women. When you go abroad, you're gonna find a set of women that you really like, and you'll be thinking about them. You're not going to be thinking about what Western women are doing. So if Western women talk this kind of crap online or something like that, you'd be like, I don't care. I'm gonna tell your brother, your father, your son about my great experiences here, and I'm gonna recruit them here, and they're gonna have a great life, and they're gonna forget about your existence either. Also, same as I'm gonna forget about you. So, I'd say, guys, go abroad. It's sky's the limit over there. Go ahead and have a great time.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to Mr. Nuridin for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, bro. Some of my passport bros that work inside the US diplomatic security service are keeping on the wraps until they catch the masterminds behind it. That's insane, bro. That's insane.
So let's say alleged. I have to say that, make sure to protect the channel. So this is allegedly happening. We don't have links at this point, and so we are looking at this situation. Okay, that's all it is.
Yes,
Allegedly.
It's allegedly, brothers, allegedly. So let's not hype out. That's why I asked for links. We asked for links here, allegedly.
Yeah.
So it's alleged. So awesome.
I'm sitting here looking at Google about all these women in America who are drugging men. So I mean, I'm looking at this one like here, like multiple men drugged, robbed in downtown Austin by women. American women drugged another man in Miami. Miami woman accused of drugging and stealing from two men. Woman accused of fatally drugging men to rob them. This is all in the States. I mean, if you want to get drugged, you're most likely going to get drugged. If you're in the States, you're going to get drugged by a Western woman. So if you go abroad, the likelihood is actually very low that you're going to get drugged, relatively speaking. So, hey guys, if you think Colombia is bad, your own backyard is by far worse. It's just that you get accustomed to it, and you're like, oh yeah, it's not a big issue. It's not a problem. Yeah, sure. No, it is a problem. There's a reason I don't want to go to Manchester. Okay. Like, so some people there will think it's okay. I'm like, it's scary. I don't want to go there. I know what's up there. No, I'm not going there. That's got some issues on the streets there. Okay. So, I mean, people are like Southside Chicago. Only place I got robbed was Southside Chicago. I was horrified. I was 27 years old. It happened when I returned to America from Japan. I've never had an issue abroad with somebody trying to rob me. I got stories, man. I was just saying, take the log out of your own eye before you take the speck out of somebody else's. You've got the problems in the West, not abroad.
Facts, absolute facts. All right, Yao. So phone lines are open. Link is in the description. So call in. If you have any questions, right? You need to call in or PayPal or super chat your questions. Retro, can you turn your camera on in the background so I know you're not you actually are a human being? Those are the security procedures. So Retro, turn your camera on in the background, bro. I've got to see your face, please. It's all blacked out like the Black Album by Jay-Z, bro. So you got to show your face, bro.
He could be an alien robot like me.
All right, goodbye, Retro. If you don't show your face in the background, don't call in because I will not allow any trolls up in this mofo. Okay, show your face in the background, turn your camera off, but you get in. Okay, if you can't do that, don't call in because some of y'all are trolls. You ain't gonna troll on this channel, or that banhammer will come swifter than the speed of light.
They gotta do. I can't believe they do that. They don't understand access control. I'm like, we do security. We have access control lists. Like, we have ways of dealing with this. Like, you just think you're gonna hop on? How about this? You get this IP, you get like just random people asking to be your friend on Facebook. You're like, I don't even know who you are.
Yeah. Facts. Barry, my channel, my rules. You don't like it, you can leave. Yep. It's as simple as that. So y'all call in if you want to chime in or ask any questions. If you can't call in, you must super chat or PayPal your question. We're gonna give you 5-10 minutes. If no one calls in, we're gonna wrap it up and have a nice, beautiful week ahead. Okay. Python course. I'll see you in class. Make sure you join it. Once again, I won't be teaching forever. Show your face, Retro. Retro, you're confirmed, brother. Turn your camera off. Yep, that's it, brother. Good stuff. Let me bring a Retro in the background. What's going on, Retro?
What's up, you guys? How you guys doing?
Good.
Doing fantastic, bro. How are you?
Good. This is a very good stream tonight. I'm glad to be back.
Welcome back, bro.
Yeah, I'll talk to you. Oh, I talked to you like last year, and Theo, I did talk to you for a little bit last year too. I was supposed to go to Germany, and I'm glad you put Germany on the list. My grandma passed away last year, so I couldn't go, but my friends still went. And when they showed me the videos and clips and everything, I'm 100% sold. I'm going this year. I don't care if I don't care if my hair all my hair falls off my head. I don't care if all my teeth fall out my mouth. I'm still going.
Okay. So, brother, do you? So, the question is, right? Do you believe that Germany should be in the top 4? We want to keep on topic, brother. What's your thoughts about that? Or do you have a country that should be in the top 4? Do you agree or do you disagree?
I think Germany should be in the top 4 for brothers, especially if you like snow bunnies or if you like anything. They got African chicks over there. They have, like you said, Colombians, chicks from the UK. All countries are over there, so it's like a big melting pot over there, especially in Frankfurt and Berlin where they went. It was, I'm sold. They even put me on the phone with one of the girls that they met, and I started falling in love with like first 5 minutes of the conversation. She didn't sound like a Western woman. So
okay,
we all watch your videos. It's 100% true. Everybody that called in was 100% fact about Germany. So I think that should be top 4.
Okay. Thank you, Retro. Much appreciated, bro. Okay, awesome. All right, brothers. Feel free to call in if you want to chime in on if you agree, if you disagree, if you want to add your own country, or should we keep the current top 4? You know, is there still hope for Colombia? Big open discussion here. So feel free to call in. Any other questions, Retro, before we go on to a new caller?
I would like to join your IT program too, because I didn't start doing it a little bit, especially with my job. Now I'm kind of interning doing it. So I'll send you a Instagram DM on the side. Let you know.
That's fine, bro. Okay. Thank you, bro.
Well, I appreciate y'all for having me on.
You're welcome, bro. Look forward to teaching you. Global Magic, turn your camera on in the background, please, so I know you're not a troll. You're confirmed. Thank you, Global Magic. Shout out to Mr. Alice MC for the $2 super chat. Former COBOL, SQL, VB engineer. Oh, US Marine. Look at that. COBOL for the win.
COBOL! Yeah, COBOL for the win. Good job, bro.
Yeah, COBOL. COBOL. We use COBOL like we use Cobalt Strike. I don't know.
No, I'm serious. Like, again, with the Marines, he could just use COBOL in the battlefield. He'll bore the enemy so much they'll all die. It's a joke. And they'll be like, what is this old decrepit way of doing databases? What are you doing? So, yeah, that's the way to do it. But Semper Fi, bro. Good. I'm glad a Marine's in here doing a good grumble. SQL VB. I do VB as well. This Visual Basic. So good stuff. I don't know who you are from your Facebook ID there, but you need to join us. We like nerds like you. Come join us.
Come join us, brother. Come join the light side. I need the dark side alone. Don't be a bad Anakin. Awesome. So let me bring in Mr. Global Magic in the background. What's going on, Global? How you doing, bro?
All right, how y'all brothers doing, man? First of all, I just want to thank y'all for all the information that y'all put out there, man. I just got hip to the channel a few months ago, but I've been watching the traveling channels for the last 2 years. And y'all guys that's putting in the work out there, man, y'all really opened my eyes to the possibilities, just period, is endless all over this globe. And last year, I moved to Dominican Republic, and I've been running back and forth to the States because I can't find a way to earn money while I'm abroad. And I want to go other places, but I'm not really that good with computers. I mean, I'm basic. And I seen you guys had the Python class going on, but my only issue is back in the day, about 16 years ago, I got in trouble. So I have a felony conviction on my record. And I know a lot of IT work that kind of cancels me out. And I was just trying to get some advice from you guys.
How? No.
Oh, wow.
No, that does not cancel you out. That's
okay.
No, we did not say that. So I have more than one guy who's a felon. When I started teaching IT, the real process was that I was talking about how much money I was making on Reddit, and 2 felons reached out to me and said that they were fishermen, and they are making $30,000 a year, and they wanted to know my process, and that if they were felons, could they actually do it? And I told them what they needed to do. So I helped them learn AWS, and they got the SAP in like 5 or 6 months. And during COVID, they went from 30,000 to 120,000.
Wow.
So there's no excuse.
Amazing.
They only have high school degrees. They got the GED and the Slammer.
Right. Hey,
so
and I'm similar.
Yeah. So no excuse. They just went out and did it. And I got to go reach out to those guys, and they're enjoying themselves. They have a career now.
Right,
so I've had more than one brother actually have that experience. Join us, man. We'll get you past it.
Oh man, I really appreciate that info, man. You got me smiling, like, because I drive trucks, so I'm flying back and forth every 2 months, and I'll jump on the road for a month and a half, and then I'll go back over. And I hate it. I hate
you. That's not any way to live. That's
right.
No, man. You just need to get a remote job and actually stay over there, which is what you can do. And I give you the advice how to do it. IP gives you a lot of programming advice. I would say this, like you need to put about 18 months into our program. Actually get yourself leveled up properly. You need to do the Python with IP. You need to do cloud with me, and then you can get to where you need to be. He dropped. All right, Global. I hope you had that, brother. I'll call in later, brother. Yeah. But there's hope for you, bro. I got to give a shout out to somebody. BGS is in the chat. I have to acknowledge him. It was Obsidian and BGS who got me into the Black Manosphere, and it was BGS who helped me deal with the black pill and deal with ultimate fear in life and ultimate problems. So I was a silent ninja watcher for many years with BGS while I was going through my most difficult and darkest moments in life. So I want to say thank you to him for being there, because I have no idea how I would have gotten through that without him. He's amazing. Again, love his voice. I love what he does. So again, thank you very much for being here. Thank you, BGS. For BGS, let me see. Thank you, BGS, for all you do. According to what Theo has mentioned, I'm not sure if I've seen anything, but it appears you do great work, BGS. So thank you, bro, for helping out Theo and other brothers in this space, man. Much appreciated, BGS. Awesome, man. Awesome. All right, so awesome. Okay, no problem, Global Magic. All right, brothers, we're gonna give you 5-10 more minutes to for y'all to call in. We got over 170 people, so support if you can. That'd be greatly appreciated. Again, I'll see you in the Python class. I'll see y'all, and we shall be teaching. I shall be teaching you on the 25th. So looking forward to that. Yep. I'm teaching. Just got a little plug for myself. I start the new GCP cloud class, which will be GCP and Microsoft Security. I start that the first week of March. So if you do want to join that, again, get in contact with IP, and then through there get in contact with my group, and you can join my class as well. If you don't want to do GCP right now, you want to start with AWS, you have to attend the conclave, which is going to be in Houston, first week of September. And that'll be class number 6, and that'll go for an entire year. So again, what I really suggest is, if you're a real beginner, you have no idea what you're doing at all, you might want to take Python in the beginning first, and then go from there. If you're a little bit more like I say, enthusiastic. You're like, I really want to get out. You don't care what it costs. You're going to get out. Then you might want to do GCP and Python simultaneously. But I just want to say, taking Python is a huge advantage and something you would a goal that you would really want to achieve. And again, IP teaches very well. I don't teach on Sunday, so you got the whole day to enjoy yourself with IP. Python talks about Manchester English tea and sandwiches that are so yummy. The yummy sandwiches in the UK. Yum yum. Sure, with all the mayo on there. No protein, high carb. Oh, I love them. So, and he can talk about his love for Chelsea. He loves Chelsea. He loves the entire history of Chelsea. He'll tell you all about it.
Not me, bro. Not me, bro. No, I'm not a fan of Chelsea. Nah, bro.
Oh,
You are.
I'm just playing with you. I know enough about the UK to mess with them.
Good old Birmingham for me. Good old Birmingham for me. That's my team over there, not Chelsea. Dak, turn your camera on in the background, please, so I know you're not a troll. Yep, Dak in the building. Thank you, brother. Turn your camera off. Let me bring in Dak distant in the background. What's going on, Dak? How you doing, bruv?
Doing good tonight. What's up, Theo? What's up, IP?
Welcome. I want to give a huge shout out to Dak. He's my former Python student, Dak. He did extremely well in my class. Extremely happy as to his progress. He's also a part of Theo's class, or was. So he's doing some great work there. So well done there, Dak.
Yeah, man. Definitely. My game has really been stepped up with your class and also Theo's class as well. It's been almost a year, but I've really just honed in my skills. I can just say this: I haven't done any coding. On my background, I would just say, for disclosure, I have a background in STEM, so I come from a highly theoretical background in, with dealing with computational chemistry. So I had a little touch of code, but it's been a long time. So getting into it was like muscle memory for me. Now I'm actually helping folks, fellow brothers, and and getting all on the path we need to go. So this has really been through you, Theo, and other guys in those classes. That's really been helpful, and it's just been a contributive effort. So,
well, thanks.
Well done, bro.
Yeah, he's doing well in the AWS class. He does participates a lot. So, look, I see you getting an SAP pretty soon. It's going to happen. So just keep on going. I can't. You're one of the better students in the class, so I can't. I see you not getting an SAP, and then you're gonna probably. I see you outside the country within a year.
Yeah, this is like, I had no expectations going into this, honestly. I mean, I tell you what though, just the way that your methodology of being able to bring us in a collaborative environment, whereas some people like to just follow things and it's like pre-recorded, it's live, we interact with each other. It's just like we're in a job environment. And I do like that kind of interaction because it gets you to work with people and to build those relationships. And I think this stream tonight was really important because of that. I think it is a tested issue, whether you want to be in Latin America or in Southeast Asia or East Asia. To me, I think the thing is that you should at least look more into the nuance beyond the demographics, but really, do you see yourself being there for a long time, understanding, policies when it comes to the laws and property, if you see yourself for property or not. Because you can look at everything on a piece of paper and say, well, this looks great. It's like I hear, some liberals will talk about, oh, gun crime is low in other countries, but when you look at like other types of violent crime, it's way up. So you have to really look at these other things and weigh them out. I mean, I understand, like, they're even like understanding the culture. Like, you have to come there humble, open yourself, to listening.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can go there and you still have these issues that you have in the West, and you will carry that with you wherever you go. You have to work on that.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked that with other guys in the group, is that, yes, these are things that you have to deal with here. Going somewhere else, maybe for a little bit, like you may have this euphoria, but once that euphoria is gone, reality sinks in. You have to address it at hand. You have to address these traumas, these things that you've dealt with. Otherwise, no matter where you are, no matter where you go, there you are. Like, you literally have to focus on that. And I mean, like I said, this was a good stream tonight. I have some differences, but it's really more along the lines of, how do I see myself culturally in certain places, even down to the food. Like, for me, food is very important. I like Philippines, but there's parts of Philippines food. Okay, Philippines is different than, say, like Vietnamese or Thai. You go to a Thai restaurant, okay, you go to even a Chinese restaurant, right? Like, even like a buffet, you know what to expect. Philippines is different. Like, Philippines, you have to really like be in the family. Like, actually, like, they eat things that you would be considered to be you would probably want to vomit. You would probably want to vomit.
Yeah. Let's not comment on it.
This is not for this stream, but I would just say you can on your own look up Filipino cuisine on YouTube, and you will find plethora of different things. And I'm not talking about the stuff that's obvious, but I'm just talking about, like, to me, I will give you probably a good comparison is in I like, you look at the Southern culture, the Southern soul food, the things that people eat in soul food, and you look at the Philippines, especially in the provinces, like the more province areas, the dishes they eat is very similar. They have a very similar palate, so to speak. So if you're from the South, or you have anybody who goes to a cookout, and you in the States, you should know about this. It's not that different for the Philippines, although they do eat more vegetables and other things. It's just
let Theo chime in there. Go on, bro.
No, you're entirely right. I mean, some people like it. I never really liked the food in the Philippines, and I actually went more towards like Japanese food. I actually go to a Japanese grocer and get the food from there. I cook it myself. So I was a little bit more, I could say, worried about the food in the Philippines, because they ate stuff that I was like, when I was in China, my thing about China was like, don't ask, don't tell. So don't eat it and say like you don't want to know what you just ate. And is it going to kill me? No, I'm good. Okay, take some aspirin, a shot of sake or something like that, and call it a night. Because I don't want to know what I just ate. Nah.
Right. And another thing too, like, if you like beef, like, you're gonna be paying a lot of money in the Philippines to get beef. Like, it's normally chicken and pork. Like,
so let me ask this bit. Sorry, brother. So is that part of your top 4 countries to replace the current top 4?
I would say Philippines. Yeah, I would say so. They have, it just depends on what you want. I would say outside of Manila, like, it can be pretty bad with internet, though.
Yeah, the internet, sketchy. I had problems with internet when I was there. I did not like that. I was like, because suddenly it just goes down and like, yo, I got an issue with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's an issue. Yeah, okay. Other things are fine. I love Filipinos. I'm just gonna say that, but when I see them eating some of the food, I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta talk. Okay, like, there's some things we're not gonna eat in this house. Okay.
let me come in here, right? So I think that's important food, because obviously, like, you can like a woman very well, and she can like you too. But if she is cooking food that you don't like, could that be a cause of divorce, Theo, or breaking up? Because obviously, like, some people's cultures eat raw food. They like, octopus. They eat, horse, or they eat, just weird stuff, bro. And you're obviously, we're black men, we're brothers. I don't know any brother that eats octopus or eats flipping what's it called? What's that really weird kangaroo, or eats some anything raw, bruv? Like, so how do you tell that woman that, listen, and especially for with children involved as well, do you want your kids eating that too? It's a bit tricky there, right? And I can see why people would want to stick to their own cultures, because if you have a similar culture, you don't eat that kind of stuff. But if you're dating a chick that isn't from your culture, and they eat some wild, reckless food that you're thinking, what the hell is that, bruv? How do you deal with that, Phil? Because in my opinion, Phil, that can be a cause of divorce or breaking up.
You'd have to know that before you get into it. So, again, I eat raw octopus, squid. I don't have any problems with that. I don't like eel. I'm about it. So you're basically, like, again, I'm talking from the Japan point of view. Before marriage, you can have a little conversation about what you permit and what you don't permit. And as long as you have that conversation, you'll be fine. So my Japanese wife's palate was by far more expansive than mine was. She ate natto. There's no way I eat natto. So
I like natto.
Yeah, I would just say to her, if you're gonna eat natto, I respect it. Just tell me so I can leave the house for a while, or go to, like, I need to go out. I can't even smell it. It's so bad. But you got 120 million people eating natto. I'm the nail out, not them. So if you're gonna have children in that environment, they're gonna eat natto too. So you just gotta have to deal with it. Like, you have to have that conversation. Again, if you're gonna be in Japan, you could be eating raw stuff all the time. I could eat raw chicken. I have no problems with it if it's prepared correctly. I eat raw chicken. Boom.
Raw chicken, bruv. Raw chicken. Come on, man. We brothers, man. We don't eat that stuff. We eat raw chicken.
You're in Japan.
Don't try it till you like it. How do they?
You got 120 million people eating that stuff. You got to, you're the nail out. So you don't want to rock the boat that much. If you really can't eat it, you just say you can't eat it. I can't eat caviar. I don't like it. Oh, got 120 million people who do. So I'll be like, I can't do that. Okay, so you do it. That's fine. I'm not going to do it. My wife, she'd eat natto and caviar right in front of me. I was like, okay. Swallow first, honey.
You brothers for real? Did you really say eat raw chicken, bruv? I mean, y'all trolling or y'all being serious?
No,
raw chicken. How does one eat raw chicken?
It's tasty.
How does that even work?
Soy sauce. It's good. Yeah.
Hey, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy.
I could do that. I eat raw rabbit. Yeah.
What?
Wasn't a problem. Yeah.
Raw rabbit?
Yeah.
Hey, Theo, come on, man. We brothers, man. We don't eat that. We brothers, bro.
Raw. Unfortunately, I eat raw whale, which I told them I'm against from an ethical point of view. So I'm not doing that. But I have eaten raw whale, raw horse. They're both very tasty. So I can see why the Japanese love eating them. But
why
I can understand the horse. I can understand the horse, but like the other stuff, it's kind of like, well, yeah, that's not for me.
Yeah, horse tastes like tuna.
Why do they eat raw food like that, Phil? You just cook it and season it. Why? What's the problem?
Because it tastes worse cooked. It's so much better raw. It's just good. It's just,
Bruv. We human beings. We ain't no vampires, Phil. You tell me you got raw rabbit.
Remember, you got 120 million people who do this. You're the odd one out when you go there not doing it.
I have to chime in here on this, particularly with horse. This is something that outside of like modern, the modern West diet, like you look into Italian cuisine, even in South America and Brazil. I mean, like they do have like sashimi grade horse that you can get there. A friend of mine, he's from Sao Paulo, and so like there, it's common, but it's the way it's prepared. Like that's important. Like the conditions, because you can go like it's like you go to in the States, you may go to a Chinese buffet that serves sushi, but the temperature of the room is room temperature. You're not gonna go and eat there, right?
No,
you're not gonna do that. Like, no. So you have to take all these other things into consideration. It's not as you picture it, or it's a lot different.
Yeah, it's actually rather tasty. You just got to get used to it. but it takes you a while. It just isn't something you're gonna do real quick. I'm just gonna be straight out, be honest with you. You're not gonna do it. It took me a few years to get into sushi, but once I did, I was like, oh yeah, now I crave it. I just, but it has to be prepared correctly. If it's not, man, oh, it's disgusting. But if it's prepared correctly, oh, it's some tasty stuff, man. Let's get some more of that. Yeah. How about natto with raw egg? I couldn't do it. Could you do it?
Oh, what? Do you know what, guy? Let me tell you this, right? Even though it's 120 million, hold on, Phil. Even though it's 120 million people, Phil, right? Guess what, Phil? We passport, bro. So the next time, brother, I step foot in Japan, everyone in Japan gonna change their cuisine for me. I want all their food cooked. I want all their food cooked. Get what I feel? Because we passport bros, so they know that if a passport bro steps in that country, all the food got to be cooked. No raw chicken, nah, bro.
They'll be like, okay, good, gaijin da yo ne, okay, yeah. It's about as far as it's gonna go. Look, you go at your speed. There are things in sushi that I can't eat still to this day. I've been eating Japanese food for like what, over 30 years. There are some things that I can't eat, and that's just the way it is. When I go to China, there are certain things that I can't eat. I'll actually tell them like, don't push me in certain areas. And they'll be like, okay, we got you. So as long as you're doing something that feels comfortable with you, you'll be fine.
Hey, do you remember there's one country that eats rat soup? Come on, bro.
Yeah. Tiger, rat.
Was that China? Was that China, right? They eat rat soup. Oh my goodness.
Various birds I just wouldn't eat. Snakes, those are the one that I really have a thing against not eating snake. I do not like snake. But I was going to say, yes, before I knew it was snake, I had no problem eating it. I just eat it like all the time. And then they told me it was snake, and it was like, done. I feel sick now. I cannot eat this anymore. But it's tasty.
In Japan or in China?
Yeah, in Japan and China.
They eat snake in Japan.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, what is this, man? What's it called? Is it some sort of special cuisine, or do you buy it from the shop?
Just heibi. It's just heibi. I didn't know it was snake. They called it heibi. Okay. I didn't translate it. It's just heibi for a while. I was just eating it. Again, you get used to this stuff. You go abroad, you're like, okay, fine. You know, it's also hamburger, extremely rare hamburger, extremely rare cuts of Kobe beef. Oh yeah. So it's kind of like, is it still alive? It might be still alive. Yeah.
With blood inside, blood and veins, and come on, man. Cook the food, man. Cook it.
Yummy.
Anyway, guys, I just wanted to chop in on this, but yeah, this was a great stream tonight. And again, like any other guys that haven't signed up into IP's Python, definitely get into it while you can. You're not gonna don't miss the boat, and you need to get to it.
Thank you, bro. Yo, this is happy.
Yeah, that's what I say. What people are saying in the chat. Yeah, bat and monkey. I don't do that. I'll tell that in China. Like, I do not eat bat and monkey. It's not gonna happen. Like, don't mess with me. Yeah. So again, Dak just dropped down. Hey, Dak, you did a great job. I enjoyed it in the class. If you guys want to take the class, please do contact us. Please do register. We need to know if you want to do it or not. Both IP and myself really don't like stragglers who try to get in the class when it's already started. It causes problems. Don't do that to us, please. At least tell us what's going on. Right? It's an issue. Yeah, dog meat. I do not. I have an issue with dog meat. If they try that with me, I'm like, no, that is not happening. No. Also, cat. No. I mean, I'll get emotional over that. We're not doing that. But I've had Koreans and Chinese try to feed that to me. I'm like, Anyway, great stream. Enjoyed it. I think we do have to think about different countries for us as passport bros. If the war, for me, I'm straight out saying, if the war ended in Ukraine, I would probably go buy a condo there. To be honest, I'd drop $125,000, get a 3-bedroom, and go live it up. So Yeah, I'd love to go do that. I'm planning on buying a condo in Cali, Colombia, and I'm also going to buy a condo in Sao Paulo. So I'm going to go get the properties and go abroad. Mufasa is here.
Shout
Hey,
out to
Mufasa.
Mufasa for the $9.99 super chat. Respect to my brother IP and Theo. I've been dating a Filipina from Panama that's been killing in the kitchen. We just got back from Guatemala. Theo, cook your chicken. Ooh,
In the West, I cook the chicken. If I'm doing organic in Japan and it's prepared by a Japanese person, I can eat it raw. I got no problems with that. I know they're eating it raw too.
So basically, you tell me you eat raw chicken burger, so burger and bread with lettuce. What?
No, it has to be with rice, soy sauce, some other sauces, maybe some wasabi. I got no problem with that.
Okay, interesting. All right, Theo. We got one more caller, then wrap it up.
Okay.
Carlos Red, can you turn your camera on in the background so I know you're not a troll, bro? It's all blacked out, bro. I can't see you, bro.
I gotta meet you in Tokyo and take you to a few places. I gotta get like 5 or 6 shots of sake into you first, IP, and then we're like, okay. Now I'm gonna go.
I ain't no snake meat, bruv. You must be
I'm
out
putting
your mind,
you.
Theo.
I'm gonna put you in front of a Japanese girl who's like 27 years old, got a D cup, and she's looking right at you. And it's gone low, and she's looking at you. She's like totally checking you out. And then you're not even gonna care about what you're eating. You're gonna be thinking about what you want from her. I'll tell you the next day what you ate. I'll be like, wait, did I have some Japanese? Like, you had some Japanese, all right. Mm-hmm. It wasn't woman, it was food. I'll tell you what you ate last night.
Oh no, flipping heck. All right, so Carlos's cameras work. Sorry, Carlos, but cameras got to be turned on. Apologies, brother, but it's just security purposes, so I can't bring you on. Let's wrap it up, Theo. So thank you, Theo, for your time, brother. Do you have any closing comments before we let you go?
I thought it was good. I thought good stream. I enjoyed myself. I'm glad we did this tonight, guys. Go abroad. Go in there. Again, I'm pretty much on the edge of going back abroad myself. I had to get some things ready for get here, and then I can go abroad. And so I'm probably going to do that. Probably Slovakia, Ukraine, Poland. I will be in Thailand for a month this summer. I'll probably be in Japan again, and then I'll be thinking about buying the properties. So guys, go for it. I'm just going to be really, really, really go for it, guys. Leave the West. You can do it. You'll be just fine abroad. Okay. So again, IP, great stream. Guys, go sign up for IP's class. You'll love it. I'm telling you, it's a great place. I'm going to drop down. I'll see you next week. Okay. See ya.
Thank you, Theo. Take it easy, bruv. Peace out. Awesome. Shout out to Mr. Mikhail Webb for the $199 super chat. Appreciate you for the super sticker. Thank you, bro. Much appreciated. Mr. Mike, so focused. Sorry, bro. I'm gonna wrap it up, brother. I'm super tired. I got work in the morning, brother. But please call me next time, bro. Okay. Thank you, bro. No more new callers. I need to go to bed. I am tired. It's 4 a.m. over here in UK. I gotta sleep, bro. I gotta sleep, bro. Sorry, bro. I'm knackered. But thank you for calling in, brother. But we shall speak soon. Mike, so focused. Awesome. All right, brothers. Great live stream. Okay. As you can see on the screen, right? Python course deadline 18th February to sign up. After that, I will not be taking in any more students. Okay. So it's going to be a great journey. You're going to be with a network of brothers. We'll be speaking about IT, Python, crypto. This is the crypto year as well. Actually, the bull run, and we are definitely discussing our crypto amongst ourselves. You'll be amongst the network. There'll be content on the Patreon, right, for y'all to listen to understand, you know, the whole what's it called, intel about traveling, foreign women, IT intel. So please join it. I definitely want to see teach a lot of people this year. There's 150 spots left, 149 spots left. So you got 6 days to join. After 18th of February, I'm going to close all signups, and you have to wait until, let me see, July. June or July for the next batch of students. That's a long time away. Okay, so just get the work done now, bruv. Every Sunday, have your Sundays free, whether it's morning or evening. There's 2 slots for you to pick from. Okay, you only go to 1 slot. There's a morning slot, there's an evening slot. Okay, if you're busy in the morning, go to the evening slot. If you're busy in the evening, go to the morning slot. I know you have your own commitments, and that's why I'm teaching twice in 1 day, right? I'm teaching the same material twice in 1 day. IP too nice to y'all. IP is too nice to y'all. Okay, too nice. So, shout out to Theo, for the great breakdown. Shout out to those who called in. Thank you for the super chats. Let me check the PayPal real quick before I wrap it up. I'm looking up some interesting cuisines here. Wow, this is interesting. What's all this junk? Ugh. Oh my goodness. Y'all making me want to go vegetarian. I might have to go vegan. I'll keep it stacked, brothers, because hearing people hearing what they eat is I might go vegan, bruv. You might see me only drinking green juices, only vegetables. I might do what Jam does, right, and go vegan. I think vegan is the way forward, brothers. I don't know, man. Y'all making me want to go vegan after hearing all this stuff, I might do it, man. IP might just do it. He might just go vegan. Okay, let me check the PayPal. Okay, PayPal, nothing there. Awesome. Hey, Theo, you naughty. Hey, Theo, Theo, you naughty man. Oh my goodness. You naughty man. Flipping heck. Yep, that's I agree, but I agree with that, bro. I agree with that. It's definitely better than doing that, bro. It's definitely better than doing that. Fruits, vegetables, I think if you're vegan, you can eat fish, right? But my fish will be cooked, right? I like I like cooked sushi. So I like my sushi. I like my fish and my sushi cooked, right? I want texture to it. Okay. And we brothers. We're not Japanese. We're not Asian. We need that cooked, man. We need that steamed. We need that boiled. We need that fried, man. And roll it up in some rice and some green stuff. Cook that sushi, bruv. Cook that sushi. I'd rather give me. Actually, I'll keep it PG. I'll keep it PG. I want to say a joke, but I'm gonna keep it very PG. Cooked sushi. Let me see. Cooked sushi. You can cook your sushi, bruv. You can cook it. Handmade cooked sushi. Yeah, give me cooked sushi, man. If you mean we're gonna be eating raw food, bruv? Nah, bruv. We black men. We ain't out here eating raw food like that. We need that cooked, seasoned, fried, spiced up. Put that paprika, put that herbs. Put that jerk sauce. Put that black pepper. Put that chili leaves. Chili dust. Put that on that chicken, man. Put that on that fish, right? And cook that. Steam it. All right, man. I'm super tired, man. I need to wrap it up and get some sleep. Take it easy, brothers. Have a great week ahead. And I will see y'all for the next video. Shout out to Mikhail Webb for the $199 super sticker. Thank you, Mikhail Webb, for the support. Much appreciated, bro. I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you very much. Shout out to everyone who tuned in. And yeah, salute. Peace out, man. Thank you very much. Peace. Oh.